Hello book diggers, hope all of you are doing great and enjoying listening my audiobook summaries and reviews. Thank you so much for that. Keeping your request in my mind, today I've selected an Indian author books with an Indian background story. So the book name is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, and let's talk about Arundhati Roy first. She's an Indian author best known for this novel, and she even won the Man Book Prize for Fiction in 1997 for The God of Small Things, and this book became the best-selling book back then. Currently, Arundhati Roy is working as an political activities. She's involved in human rights and environmental causes as well. There are controversial theories which suggest that this book is basically a semi-autobiography of Arundhati Roy. There is this character in this book named Rahil, which is based on the life of Arundhati Roy. We'll see that how. An interesting and a plausible fact is that this book was Arundhati Roy's first book, and she won so many awards for this book, and also, as I told you before, this book became the best-selling book in India. So let's talk about The God of Small Things, which is a strange and complex work because this book covers so many subjects at the same time, which made this book hard to understand for the readers. The main theme of this book gives you heartbreaking story, and it is full of tragedies. It also kind of tragedies which keep its reader on edge. This highly stylized novel tells the story of one of the confused and broken family from southernmost end of India in Kerala, where lives an unhappy family in its own way. And through flashback and flash forward, the God of Small Things unfold the secret of this character's unhappiness. To review this book or to have the better understanding of this book, first we should talk about the main characters of this book. Let's start from the head of the family, who is Mamachi. And she has spent much of her life submission to a violent and ill-tempered husband who takes out his frustration at how his life has turned out on her. With a talent for making pickles and preserve, Mamachi starts a small business that may turn around their declining fortunes, their estate being gradually sold off over the years. Mamachi has two children, Chaco and Amu. Both failed in their marriages. Her daughter Amu, who also suffered from her father's hand, tried to use marriage to escape from her family, but found her new husband to be a violent alcoholic and has returned to Cochin with her two children, fraternal twins Esther and Rahel. Her brother Chaco married an English woman while studying at Oxford. Though very intelligent and good-humored, he is not proving competent at running the little pickle business since returning to India. The family-owned pickle factory is in conflict with the communist. Another main character of this book is Valotha, who works for Mamachi's factory, and he's gifted as carpentry and machinery. Valotha is indispensable at the factory, but his status as untouchable means that the respect and dignity he is given is lukewarm. Valotha's talents are matched by his friendliness, and both Esther and Rahil see Valotha as a hero of sorts. But they are also suspicious that he may be a member of the Communist Party who have a strong presence in the region. So the story actually begins when Choco's former wife and daughter visit Kerala, and it is around their visit that the tragic events of the story unfold. Spoiler alert, somebody dies in this book, an undeserving death, or should I say two people. To know more about the deaths of these people, that who were these people and how did they die, you should go and check this book. This is amazing book, and Joy really knows how to put words together and how to relate those words with metaphors. This story is truly heartbreaking and even brutal. Roy's novel is mesmerizing at times, and the story of the two twins, Esther and Rahel, is compelling and strange. As I said before, that this book is said to be the semi-autobiography of Arundhati Roy, and the character of Rahel, like Roy, studies architecture but does not pursue career in it. That's why people suggested that maybe this is kind of an autobiography, and the Rahel character is actually the Arundhati Roy's character. But speculating about what else may be real or imagine the plot, like discussing the trial, it's a bit of dead end as well, but the novel does provide some other things to think about. At the end, I would say it's an old book, but for sure worth a read. This book covers many themes, including the period when communism clattered the age-old caste system, out-of-caste marriages, child molestation, and domestic abuses as well. I completely agree that this book is hard to understand, but once I grasped the story, everything became clear. This is one of the most tragic stories I've read in a while. because it has elements of mystery, romance, drama, and even thrill. This book depicts how caste system ruins people's dream, how easily it becomes more important than the human around us, and we proudly keep telling who we are and how we are superior than others. It is sickening, right? Roy's first book, and it became the best-selling for highlighting the sensitive issue prevailing in subcontinent. Two people die in this book, totally undeserving deaths, which even made me cry. The story narrator are children who are trying to know the adult hypocrisies. In my opinion, you should give it a try, and if you don't understand any aspect, just go and check my in-depth review on my blog, which is digintobook.com. This book talks about so many things. It covers almost everything. It even talks about the river poisoned by World Bank loans and of house built with Gulf money. Roy discussed theories on the prevalence of communism sport in Kerala. Then she also discussed about the main element of this book, that was Velota, and how he and others faced discrimination due to their low caste despite independence, democracy, and even religious conversion. There's also a psychology aspect in this book that childhood traumas affect the whole life of a person, as Rahel and Esther suffered throughout their life. They somehow couldn't shed away their past and were unable to move on. This was indeed a tragic ending. Anyways, I would like to sum up this review, by cutting some of the lines from this book, which I guess is the main theme of this book, and it was: they all broke the rules. They all crossed into forbidden territory. They all tampered with the laws that lay down who should be loved and how much. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you like this review and would love to read this book sometime. Don't forget to pour in your feedback into the comment section of my YouTube channel and on my Instagram handle.